a lot smaller than the jog cart. Obviously the horse is a lot closer to you as well. Yeah, you're pretty close, so like an occupational hazard is, you know, sometimes you get pooped on, which is probably not so good. I call that an occupational hazard, but they do wear, you know, typically like a towel, you know, to block it, but yeah, sometimes you get some pretty bad ones. I was just going to show them something with the wheels. So the wheel, if you'll see on the bike here, it has 4 different spots. See how good that wheel turns too? That's good. You want to always want to have good bearings to make it easy on your horse. I mean, the idea is you want to go as fast as possible, so you want everything in the best you know, condition that it can be. But so these holes here, they'll set the bike at a different like pitch or level. So depending on the size horse you have, so if you have a small to medium sized horse, I always leave them in this front spot where it is like that, because it'll, as far as you want the tip to kind of point just like a little bit up. If it's too far up, so if I were to hook a big horse in this bike's, you know, a 17-hand horse is probably going to sit right here. That's going to be a lot of drag on the horse, so it's going to be a little bit, you know, tough. Obviously, I guess the bigger the person you put in the bike, the more drag you're going to have. So you kind of want it to be like level, so that it's almost, the bike is like, as the horse is moving, the bike is actually kind of like pushing the horse forward. What's that, like centrifugal motion, I guess. So with really big horses, I really only use two spots. This spot and then the spot in the bottom.
But in theory, for you, that's only dropping your ears, right?
You know what? It actually, from the ground to the tip, it probably gives it about almost 1.5 inches.
Does it really?
Yeah, which is surprising. So, but anyway. And these are the stirrups here. This is where you put your feet. These straps here, there's normally like, that's where the earplugs would fit. So if you have a horse that is kind of hot and like you want to keep them quiet, you put plugs in their ears, and there's a string that goes back, and if at some point I decide that I want them to hear me, I will pull that string, and then their ears are working a little bit more and they can hear. It's the same thing, you know, I would come up here, I would grab the lines, I'm watching the horse here, and then I enter from this side. Got it. And then your feet go here.
Talk about, because I really always wondered, how much leg extension do you prefer and why?
I kind of like a slight knee bend, just in case something were to happen, I can immediately get out. If you have your legs too far, like if your stirrups are too far and your knees are locked, if something were to happen, like, you know, I just like to have a knee bend so that I can, if I need to get out quick, I can get out.
Oh, stay right there. Stay.
Oh, sorry.
Because now we're going to have a big, I would assume, difference of opinion. Lean back.
Are you ready?
Yes, go ahead.
Hold it up, Bob. I want that up.
Yeah, because this could tip back as I lean
Yeah.
back. You got it?
Yeah,
Yep.
you got 2 feet. All right,
See it feel that pressure?
Like 150.
Corey, is
165.
that about where you usually,
Oh yeah, I would ride like right here like this.
all right, what is the pro and the con of that?
I mean, the pro would just be aerodynamics.
There you go.
Like I'm trying to make it so that if I'm sitting up like this, there's more wind to hit me. But if I'm laying back like this, the wind can kind of go up over me.
Okay, for newcomers, for new drivers, where would you suggest? They can't lean yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much about the lean for new drivers. It's where they have their handholds. Like you have to have your hands where you can control the horse. Like, you know, you watch pro drivers at the Meadowlands. I mean, their hands are here, but you very rarely ever see them in trouble. Like they have the horse under control. Makes it a little tough for new guys because they want to emulate what they see out there from the pros, and you know, it's like anything else. You watch pro baseball players are a lot better than amateur baseball players, so it's, you know, I guess safety first. You got to make sure that you have the horse in control.
Okay, I believe everything that Corey said, and he's exactly right. If your hands are here, then you have this much space if something happens. That's the reason today I want your arms extended in case something were to happen. Then, does that make sense?
Yep.
But he can, Corey, who is very muscular and has driven a lot of horses, he can have it back here because he doesn't have any more room to go if something, if a horse were to make a break.
Yeah.
Okay?
And it's like anything else. Your muscles get used to it. I know. I drove one of my first lifetime starts here at Harrington Raceway, and the horse I was driving, I sat in third, and it wanted to go, and I was sitting in, and my arms by the half, my arms were burning so bad, and I was like, oh, I thought I was gonna have to go to the inside, like inside the pylons. I was like, I'm gonna run over somebody, like, you know, because my arms just weren't in shape for that. Now, I mean, I could have 10 pull on me a day, and my arms, you know, it's just like anything else. You kind of train for it, and your arms get used to it.
Ford race bike came out in 1975, and the old race bikes used to be made out of wood, and they weren't as aerodynamic as this bike is. So when I was a little kid, you would have all different shapes and sizes of drivers. So you might see some guy that's like 6'4" and 250, or you might see a little guy. But now, because speed to win, like imagine, this was invented in 1975, so we're talking 47 years now. They've worked and worked and worked on this bike.
And they come out, I mean, I just got a brand new one the other day.
Is this the brand new one?
No.
Just give a range of prices, because
Like this bike, brand new, is probably $4,500 without the wheels, and then the wheels are another $1,500. So you got about $6,000 in that little piece of metal.
And most drivers have a bike at every track, if you're reasonable to place it right.
Right. Yeah, I think I've got four.